All right, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Struggling Day Trader channel. The name is Hassan, and I'm chasing my dream of becoming a profitable day trader. It's only one thing, man. It's super hard. But I'm working hard, I'm tracking, journaling, making steady improvements, and it's starting to get exciting, man. I'm telling you, it's getting exciting. But anyway, I'm doing it all live right here on YouTube. We're building an awesome community. I'd love to have you be a part of it. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't. Discord links in the description. Everything's free for the community. Let's go over these trades for the day, man. All right, let's start with the bad. So, did I take AMD first or Hood? I think I took Hood first. So, Hood went crazy right out the gate. And actually, this morning, since last night, I've been feeling a way about these crazy big gap plays, especially like earning plays. And then my guy Q pointed out that, there's a whole, earnings is like a separate setup. Like there's a whole, strategy built around earnings that people trade. And, it's a different setup than just, your normal trend plays or whatever. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Because I was just kind of feeling like that. Like the earnings plays are just like kind of crazy volatile, like penny stock type stuff. And then Trey was like, yeah, man, a lot of people buy before earnings and so they sell, on good earnings. And it's like, dang, I ain't even considering that. And so I felt like today was kind of like basket versus earnings, things that I just picked from my basket that were all, gapping up and had a good volume and had a pattern on the daily that I liked. And but anyway, just from a tactical standpoint, I didn't do what I was supposed to do. There's no really other way to put it here. If I'm supposed to be waiting for the 5, I mean, I guess technically, because I'm looking for the 5 to, I'm looking for the opening range of the 5 to close, and I'm looking for it to break above and make a higher low. So this was the break above, and this was the first higher low after breaking above the opening range, and it's over pre-market high. So I guess I really can't be mad at myself for it, because it technically. But just looking at it though, it really, the 5-minute opening range was way too wide to just be buying the top of it. Even though I waited for the higher low, it's clearly extended. And then I added to it right here. This ad was absolutely ludicrous in hindsight. Yeah, that was wild. I don't know what I was thinking right there, actually. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, stopped out anyway. So I mean, I guess I'm not gonna be super mad about this, but I'm mad about the ad for sure. But it just doesn't look good. Like it's not passing the eye test as a good entry after this big move up to be buying this little bitty pullback. Like what I'm expecting is just gonna keep keep skyrocketing up like that. Like, come on, bro. Fast up, fast down. I say it every day. Fast up, fast down. So just kind of a I don't know, FOMO, just not thinking clearly on that one. But I guess sometimes I get to the point where I'm just trying to be rigid and follow my rules. Like, okay, it broke above the opening range. Okay, there's a high, there's a low, but I got to be more fluid. I got to be water. And that's just, I can pass on that one. I got enough sense where I can say, okay, technically, yeah, but let's pass on that one. I don't have to take every trade. Ash Ketchum up in here, boy. I'm telling you. So anyway, a little more than an R loss on that one, 1.225 R. And then this one, just buying it inside this range. I don't know what's wrong with me. I hate these. I hate these so much. I really hate these setups. But it could have been played on the 5. This is a cool little hammer that made a new low. I could have played that. That would have been better. because that would have been me getting in right here after this pullback, and that would have been gravy, you know. Um, but I didn't do that, and I bought this hammer on the 1 minute inside of the range without the permission of the 5 minute chart. So that's my bad. This one was a fail, a complete fail. I can give myself a pass for hood. This was an absolute fail, a breakdown in process. And then I got to watch the thing go off after, just waiting a couple minutes for the 5 minute candle to close and a new high to be made. So there's just another. I get shown every day how much better the process that I've made is than my little ideas and FOMO moments that I have in the midst of the price action at the open. So yeah, after I did that and I looked and noticed what I did and I was like, bro, I'm not even. What am I even doing right now? Like I was like, all right, let me reset. Let me chill out. Let's bring it back in. And the only other thing I had going was Tesla, which looked very strong. And so you look, you get the break of this 5 minute candle. It didn't break the opening range yet, so that's why I was looking at it here, but that would have been a break in process. So I waited, and it broke, made a new high, came back in and made a higher low. Now, honestly, like in hindsight, I missed the scroll thing already. In hindsight, this is a red flag, right? This big crash out candle after some big volume at the top, this is a red flag. So this is kind of another situation where you kind of, okay, yeah, it's higher high, higher low over the, opening range, but you kind of have to let your your experience tell you like, okay, this isn't the best time to buy. You know, I could have been patient and waited for a higher low after this because of this red flag. And I would have gotten the double bottom, but I was like, I was trying to be aggressive. Like it's above yesterday's high, and I was just trying to be aggressive. And what I could have done in this case with this cautionary flag, even though it has all the positive signs of moving up on the day, this is a red flag about this entry. So I could have risked down to this low. In hindsight, I would rather risk down to that low on this first on this first entry. And then now we get the double bottom here where I added, that would have been the moment to tighten up my stop with that add right there. Now that would have been real tactical, you know? And then, I mean, honestly, I could have, now I'm glad I ain't add right there, but nice, good to wait for the new high. I think this made a higher high by like 1 penny. And then a little pullback here, and I added right there. Now this ad right here, cause man, sitting through this, y'all gotta go back and watch the stream. I got the I always put the stream for the day at the end of the video right here. But man, after buying this, I had my stop right under this candle, man. And seeing it come down, and because I'm already looking to add, I'm thinking, all right, maybe a little pullback here and I can add and tighten my stop up to here. But it keeps pulling back. And now it's like getting super close to my stop. And I'm just like, I'm already down 2.5 R on the day. And I'm just like, dang, man. But then I'm like, okay, well, it's either it's going to stop me out or it's going to throw a really nice double bottom entry. And so it didn't stop me out. And a nice little hammer candle down there. And we made a new high. So I added. And I couldn't raise my stop. So all I did here was I doubled my risk. So at this point I got 2 times my risk on the table. And we get a higher high, little pullback. I add and raise my stop up under this level. So now we're probably back to a R&a-half maybe on risk. If not back to a R, we could be back to a R. But now I'm waiting for higher day and I'm done adding. Like I'm good. I got 60 shares at this point. I'm good. Like I'm just waiting for high of day. And I was ready to sell here and I was a little cautious. I was feeling a little antsy about missing this first high of, this first approach at high of day, but I'm just trying to stay focused on the 5 minute chart and thinking the macro. The ATR on this is 388. The low is 1880 86. So I'm like, we got 21 is very possible. So I'm not about to punk out, you know? So I'm chilling, I'm being patient. My stop's down here away from the price action. So I'm cool. And then we finally get the pop through higher day. My hotkeys are acting real stupid, throwing out bracket orders and stuff. I'm having all kind of complications, but I was able to get some shares out there. I think I sold a quarter position there, and man, that puppy started cooking. And yeah, so I sold a quarter there, sold another piece through there. I'm just piecing out at this point, and sold another piece there through this nice high volume spike. And I think my stop is up to here at this point. Pull back as we make new highs. Stop up to there. Start taking profit again. And it's such a trip in these moments of taking profit and like how many things I'm considering at the same time. And it's just like going back and forth between holding a little longer and selling and looking at the volume and anticipating and trying, okay, don't hold too long and take profit. And it's so much, man. It's like it's intense, man. I'm getting like excited. I'm still like shaking right now, man. um but yeah, these were intense, man. It was really cool. And just selling the pops, man. Selling the pops, managing risk really well, raising my stop along the way. Um, and then at this point, as I'm selling through 20, I'm like, all right, now my sights, I've gotten a lot of profit on the table. I think I was up 7R, and um, my stop was up nice. So now I'm like, all right, let's be a little more chill with selling and try to see if we can get up to 21. And so I don't sell this top, and I actually did have in mind to take off something at 2050, and I was definitely in regret. And by this candle, I was ready to sell, but it didn't go back up there. And you know me, I gotta sell at the highs for some reason. And it pulls back, and I think I'm probably going back and forth with my stop. Excuse me, between this candle and underneath this low. But then we finally bounce and get the pop. I take some profit. My stop's up to here now. And at this point, I'm starting to see the turn on the five. I'm looking at the five heavy, and I'm looking at like the leg, how strong this leg was. Not a single red candle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles in a row. And then we get one red candle, and then two more green, and then another red candle. So obviously things are slowing down. And look at the high difference between this high and this high, right? Things are clearly slowing down. You get a red candle, and then another green candle makes new highs. But now look, we're topping out. Like this thing's out of gas. It's not expanding anymore. Candles are getting narrower and narrower. The move is over. It's time to tighten up the stop. So I tighten up the stop. The move is over. The move is over. We got the top, baby. Oh my God. What a trade, man. 11.82R. And we ate on it, man. We ate on it. Oh my God. I'm telling you, man. When I was in this moment down here building my position, man, my heart rate monitor went off on my watch. Like in the live, you're gonna see me look at my watch. My heart rate monitor went off like your heart rate is over 120 beats per minute and you're not in motion. Oh man. What an awesome trade, man. It's a trip because yesterday the day before yesterday, I felt so great about everything. And I hadn't even had like a really big winner or anything, but I was just seeing the consistency and seeing that I was getting better at separating the winners from the losers and taking advantage of the winners like to a great way in a great way. Um um Dang, I just completely lost my thought. Oh man, super exciting though. Okay, yeah. So I was feeling great, and then I came in and just had a terrible day yesterday. Lost 5R, and like literally had a miserable day yesterday. And Q pointed out like, you notice how every time you say I got this and you're feeling all great, you come in and have a terrible day. And I'm realizing the mindset change that happens when I feel like that. It's like I need the process up until a point, and now that I got it, I don't need the process. And that's backwards, The closer I stick to the process, the better the results are. So just learning to embrace that, man, and just stick to the process and not feel like I got anything. Like the only hope I have is to stick to my process. That's the only hope I have to be successful. I sat here and watched all kind of setups that I would normally take after my stream, and then I watched them fail, and I was like, "Dang, this is how I be doing it every day," you know. And I'm just deciding not to do that anymore. I mean, I might fail, I might fall again, but right now I see my edge is in the first hour, so there's no reason for me to trade after that. And I've proven it to myself many times. And I don't want to trade after that. Like I like, work an hour a day, hour a day, keep the job away. That sounds good to me. So, yeah, man, just the process. So I'm not, I don't want to come in tomorrow like I got anything. I got to come in tomorrow like, bro, if you don't play that 5 minute chart like you're supposed to do according to your process, you're going to fail. So it's very important for you to do your due diligence in pre-market and pick a very good setup to watch first, and then you need to be patient and wait for a real nice opportunity on the five to give you permission to engage on the one. You can't let the one influence you over the five. So I'm just so used to watching the one that it's hard for me to not do that. But the five is where I get permission to do what I want to do on the one. And it's working out very well. So that's all I got, man. Great day today. Just come back tomorrow and expect nothing, man. I just expect myself to be patient and not do anything stupid. Don't do anything stupid, gang. Oh man, awesome day though, man. Super cool. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. Take it easy. Peace.